a tycoon. I've been running up a check.
Illy. Hey, I'm setting the tone for all of the clones who swear they can do what I do. I run up a check and now niggas is checking the stats on the shoes that I use. I'm with the who's of the who's, dropping them clues like glue. I wanted the money, it came with the pie, that's how I became a tycoon. I put the work in and that shit is working, I swear you can see the results. This shit is alchemy, first they was doubting me, now niggas follow the code. I'm with the who's of the who's, dropping them clues like glue. I wanted the money, it came with the pie, that's how I became a tycoon. These rappers be thirsty for clout, speak on my name and I'm in, I'm out.
Mic check. You're now locked and loaded, ready to get busy on the R414R podcast. Your host is none other than myself, the 414 Tycoon, a.k.a. the Genghis Khan of rap, Illy. And joining me as co-host is my lyrical brethren, the verbal executionist and hood-certified street team Hectic. These episodes are powered out of the Third Ward Studios, owned by Lethal of Knack Music. And last but never least, we got SG Films behind the lens. So without further delay, let's spark it up and throw these 414 hip-hop topics in the air and talk them down. Heck, what we got on the agenda for today?
Let's go. We're going to start off with a little quick record by Paper Stacks featuring Mo City. It's called Pinky. I just watched Paper Stacks perform at the Big Beat like a few weeks ago, and he went crazy. He had the crowd rocking. So that's the first thing we're going to start off with. We got some events Discover Milwaukee be putting out. We're going to tell y'all about. We're going to recap the Big Beat. We got our own essential rappers list. So now we up in the bar, fam. It's our own SouthSide Essential rappers, bro. We're going to do the first 4 of those today. We got a First That Back segment we're going to start with y'all. Shout out to Iche Lita, bro. One of the newest artists I know personally.
Cheer.
We're going to shout her out. And then the main big topic, the main discussion where we all going to get it in will be the clout chasing topic.
Yeah.
Do y'all be clout chasing? Do y'all not be clout chasing? I think y'all do.
What y'all think about clout chasers?
Facts. We gonna get into that. And then we got a shameless plug segment we gonna start doing too. And we gonna show y'all what that's about. We gonna get to Illy's Think of Me video. We gonna do that. And then we go just let's have some fun, bro. It's a beautiful ass sunny day outside. It's never, a bad thing to have that, especially after a week of clouds and rain, bro. It's been shitty out here.
Spring is looking like full effect right now.
Man, I'm hoping so, man.
It's late, but better late than never.
The temp got to rise, though.
Yep.
But, I mean, the rest of the world hot right now. I don't know if you know that, bro, but shout out to the whole world. Volcanoes everywhere, fam.
we
got triple the amount of earthquakes this year in May,
already,
bro, than the yearly usual earthquake activity on Earth.
Right.
We've had triple the amount this year.
Tectonic
already.
plates is moving.
Shit is shifting, fam. The ice wall of the flat Earth is breaking. Looking at
facts.
Nah, but yeah, we're gonna get into this Mo City or Paper Stacks featuring Mo City. It's called Pinky. Let's check it out.
Let's see what he got.
From the city, shout out Jordan Poole. We them niggas really run this.
Whoa. Hold on.
Was that just a clip of it? Or what?
Well, if it's a clip, that's all he gonna get, I guess, and then it's not like starting over or nothing.
They get it on YouTube?
We gonna see. That was crazy. It just started in the middle of bars. Here you go. I already like the beat. I love beats like this.
Me and City, Kelly Keenan back out doing shenanigans. Ed Hardy brothers, I rap versus City tagging in. I'm on the way, they feel it coming, rappers panicking. We are not your role models, boy, I keep bitches in the car. I got bitches in the car. With these hoes, I'm like Pinky, I keep bitches on my arm. All this gold, need a blicky, only backup that I call. Hit them corners kinda gently, I didn't almost spill my broth.
Me and Stacks, Venus and Serena, we just did it rapping, I don't talk, even with subpoena. You dissing for traction, watch your bitch if you gon' diss, I might find that low hoe attractive. I'm a magnet, I can't help it, it's science and mathematics. I've been thumbing through this cabbage and mashing on maggots. I was broke, I had to fix it, I'ma tell you what happened. Focusing on your passion, no cap, I'm the captain of that. I done lost it, I walk it, I ran it up and got it back. I got shotties in my crib, I keep 50s in my car. Don't lose your potato, playing cradles, thinking you on war. I got bitches in my car, I keep bitches in my car. With these hoes, I'm like Pinky, I keep keep bitches on my arm.
Me and City killing Keenan back out doing shenanigans. Ed Hardy brothers, I rap versus City tagging in. Album on the way, they feel it coming, rappers panicking. We are not your role models, boy, I keep bitches in the car. I got bitches in the car. With these hoes, I'm like Pinky, I keep bitches on my arm. All this gold, need a blicky, only backup that I call. Hit them corners kinda gently, I didn't almost spill my broth. Me and City, we like Big and Diddy, back when shit was cool. I got guala, you can clearly see it in my every move. I'm like Mickey, always bring my mini, every show I do. Rap the city, really from the city, shout out Jordan Poole. We them niggas, really run this shit and always bring the vibes. Of course, we can kick it, but you cannot spend the
video for this
night.
is
I got all these diamonds and they glisten and they bright. Everything is timing, we gon' make it when it's right. We ain't folding under pressure, I'm the chosen, I'm the Mecca. Talking crazy, I might deck you, my bitch natural, salt and pepper. I be flying, gotta catch up, we in foreigns, you in stretchers. I'm with J.O., he might stretch it if you ever try to test us. Me and City killing Keenan back out doing shenanigans. Ed Hardy brothers, I rap versus City tagging in. Album on the way, they feel it coming, rappers panicking. We are not your role models, boy, I keep bitches in the car. I got bitches in the car. With these hoes, I'm like Pinky, I keep bitches on my arm. All this gold, need a blicky, only backup that I call. Hit them corners kinda gently, I didn't almost spill my broth.
Yeah, that shit cold.
That shit was hard.
I fuck with the concept,
Bro, the whole shit.
the flow.
Bro, I feel like they missed such an opportune moment though to put say it again.
Right.
Say the motherfucking again.
Yeah,
that would have been the perfect clip to throw in there at the end, bro. Like,
facts.
You know, like,
and even in the beginning, they should have threw the clip in where he gets out of the car. Where he gets out of the car.
Said,
Look, you hitting the
spill
motherfucking corners a little too hard.
Oh my God, nigga, they missed a perfect opportunity for that. But bro, that was fucking great, bro. Shit like this makes me want to absolutely 100% jump back in and rap because it had lyrics.
Yeah,
it wasn't dumbed down like they were actually. The Mo City dude, I'm guessing was the first one because the second dog, he was like me and City. So the first verse with Mo City, he was like, then when it's stabbing, then it's slapping, then it's stashing. Like the way he was, dog, that shit was hard. That shit was hard.
Yeah, he was definitely bouncing on that.
And then Dog came in and matched the whole energy.
Yeah,
and it wasn't whack. Like they was actually saying clever shit. Shout out to Paper Stacks featuring Mo City. That was Pinky. I love the whole concept, bro. That was my first time actually listening to his music in headphones, like all the way loud, and that was great.
Yeah, fire emojis.
Facts. I fucks with that, man. Shit, welcome to All 414 All, bro. We gonna show you love when it's due. I'm just waiting for one of them videos. I'm not waiting.
Thank
I'm
you for setting the bar.
Exactly. I was just about to say, I'm just hoping that we never do get some shit where we stumble across it, and I'm just like,
no, I'm hoping we do.
I'm sorry, bro, but that shit was ass cheeks.
I've let niggas know, bro. Shit is booty.
What the fuck he say? There was this one nigga I had sent some music to, like, to get my shit reviewed, and I rarely ever do that shit, bro. And I've done it a few times and shit. And that shit was like, these niggas was from like Atlanta or something, and I played Hugo and Way Up and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And those two songs so far, I haven't really gotten bad feedback from them,
right?
And then this nigga was just like straight up, bro. He shitted all over it, bro, right? And his favorite shit to say was, that shit was booty hole, man. That's all he kept saying, bro. He said that shit like 12 times about my shit, bro. And then low key, I was happy about it because I feel like I never really got bad. Like niggas was like, hey, that shit was ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I never really got that. And sometimes I feel like niggas just being nice. And I don't be nice, nigga. If that shit not hot, tell me so I could.
No, facts.
You know, so I could pivot, nigga. I want to make sure I'm doing my shit and making sure that I'm on top of my game. Right. I don't want everything can't be good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
no, I did one of those too. I only did it one time, and I was like, all right, let me see what this is about. Somebody had sent me the link, and it was a bunch of girls like reviewing people's songs or whatever. So I was like, all right, and they was getting a little turned up or whatever. So I sent them the Rack Daddy track with me and GP, and they were like, oh, this is 10s for tracks that I was like, dog, that track was not a 10, like definitely like not a 10.
You yourself thought it was less of the
I was like, all right, so how are they judging this shit, you know? And then so I was like, all right, let me send mine, see what they say about mine, you know. And then they had it to where you could pay like $10.
Yeah, to skip the line.
To skip the line. So I was like, all right, let me just skip so I can see how they're rating this shit, because maybe they're rating it off of like if you skip the line, you know, they say something good about your shit, you know.
Okay, so
yeah, so
that's a good way to think. I didn't think about it like that, and I did pay for mine to
Yeah.
skip the line and shit.
Yeah.
And I was wondering the same shit, like maybe they're gonna just be nice about it because
Yeah,
nah,
'cause
these
you paid
niggas,
money.
yeah, that shit
So I
booty
was
hole,
like,
man.
let me test this theory. So I did, and they were like, they're listening to it, and they're like vibing with it. Like clearly, you can see they can't help but to vibe with it. And then after, like, once the track is almost wrapping up, they're like, "Yeah, I would give it a 7." I'm like, "Bitch, a 7? You gave the other nigga a fucking 10? Like,
He's
and
stupid.
that's a 7?"
He said, "Bitch, a 7?"
So I had this inside joke with my girl all the time where I'm like, "Oh, okay, so I'm just a 7 then." Whenever
crazy.
she'll like, whenever I do something for her, she don't like acknowledge what. Oh, okay, so now I just brought 7 energy. All right.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, the energy wasn't right. And I feel like when they did mine, I was just like, because they didn't rate it. They didn't give it a. They was just that nigga was just like his booty hole type shit. That nigga he was on my ass, bro. Like pause, but that shit was crazy. He was on it, but I felt a way about it,
Right.
and not a bad way. I was like, cool, shit. I
Right,
appreciate the
whatever.
honesty, but this is what I paid for. I want you to be honest with me. I don't want
Right.
you to take my little $10 and shit and be like, yeah, that shit was pretty good, and then low key nobody liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't want that. Don't
Well,
ever do
and that's
that.
one thing we got to remember too. Like everybody got different tastes in what they think is cold and what they think is trash. So it's like, you know, even here, you know, we are rating people's musics and we talking about people's music, and you know, our judgment of y'all tracks ain't the end all be all. So just take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, of
because,
course. Shit,
you
there's some
know,
shit that I don't like that motherfuckers might think is a fucking
Right.
#1 hit. Shit, I mean,
Right.
shit, you lucky we not charging you niggas 50 to skip the line. Like,
Facts.
nah, but yeah, that was a
It's a nice track.
that
though.
was a
Pink.
nice track, fam. Good shout out to them. I'm about to be bumping that shit on the way home on my mama.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that to my Apple playlist.
That's super nice. So we got the Big Beat recap. How you like your first Big Beat, bro?
Okay, so
And you had the camera too, so you kind of had a
yeah,
you
I
came
had
in on business.
Yeah, I came in on business, man. I knew that, you know, I seen your post about, you know, you wanted somebody to be there with the camera to catch all the little side clips and stuff like that. So I was like, cool, I'm coming through with the camera, you know, make sure I get a little preferential treatment, you know, I get to walk it wherever I want. People see me with the camera, they kind of move out my way.
Sorry,
you know?
God,
So-
he got something to do. Watch out.
yeah. I went to the bar. The bartender was giving me fucking free drinks and shit.
That's crazy.
But I wasn't drinking like liquor or anything like that. I was just drinking juices. But you know, he was like, "No." I was like, "Cool." I still make sure to tip him.
Yeah, good looking.
But yeah, man. For the first beat battle that I've ever been to, I thought it was cold. You know, for the portion where I was there, I don't know what happened with the rest of the night. I only made it to about the second performer. So they had a performer. They had a beat battle, and then they had the second artist performance, and then I left out after that because it was almost like damn near midnight
Yeah,
by
no,
that
was
time,
close.
you know.
That
and-
last battle be like 11:30, something like
yeah,
that.
and I wake up at 4 a.m, so I was I felt like I was about to pass out damn near right there. Plus, I was on a 72-hour fast.
Yeah,
which
you said that when
I
you walked in
was
and
just completing a 72-hour fast, so I hadn't ate anything.
He
in
was ready to go
72
eat
hours.
something.
Yeah,
He like,
so-
man, this is
Facts.
my time is up at 11:45. I'm out of here, y'all.
Facts. So, but as far as the whole show, I thought it was cold. You know, there was a nice crowd there, which, you know, I was very surprised at like how many people came to listen to beats, you know. And
But they were into it. They get into
and
it.
they were definitely vibing with it. The producers that I saw, I only got to witness one producer battle. They were cold, bro. Like, especially the girl.
That was Deja. She won.
Yeah, the girl was like,
she
she
won.
was getting lit. The only thing that I could say about her is she got to learn how to dance. she was like, she was on beat with her beats.
Nah, it'd be
So,
like that though. It'd be like I was just who the fuck was I? I was telling somebody that at the Big Beat we was outside chopping it up and shit. I'm like, it'd be like that. Like, you ever seen Dr. Dre get down with his own shit? And Dr. Dre is one of the best producers ever.
Right.
And I don't think I've never seen Dr. Dre really be cool and on point and shit. I think he just be standing there.
Right.
He don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So it's like
well,
niggas make the coolest sound and shit, and
Right.
they just don't be.
Homegirl has some cold ass beats, bro.
They were
And
out of the world too. So, all right,
And
so
she was getting turned up to him, but she was like literally off beat
On her own
dancing
beats
to
and
her
shit.
old beats. You know, and I'm like, you
So
gotta get
that
some
was
dancing lessons.
that was Deja. She battled Gnarly New. I remember these names because I was the host and shit. So I was like, I got them stuck in my mind. But Gnarly New was bringing some shit, right?
Yeah.
And his shit. I'm trying to think of the word. His beats were more. They were more relatable when they started, right? But where she got them was her shit. Because remember, the first one was like a rock, almost like a punk rock type. And she put a transition in there in that first beat when she fucking transitioned.
Yeah, nobody expected it.
Nigga, the whole shit went up. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Because it started off kind of like punk rock type, and it was like, and it was, you know, it wasn't weird. It was just like, you know, we're in a hip hop producer battle, so you like, okay, and then that shit came on, and when that transition hit, I'll tell y'all right now, she won that motherfucker in the first round, damn near.
Yeah.
Because when they switched, the crowd went nuts, and it was officially on and cracking. It was a battle at that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
But his second track,
No, that's what I'm saying.
was cold
he wasn't
because
weak, bro. He was
his
coming
second
with his
track
shit.
was like, it had some like Latin vibe to it, you know.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I was fucking with it. I was like, dogs, that okay. So this
Yeah.
is an action. They're like battling it out right now.
And he had the whole aesthetic for it too. Like he
Yeah.
had the cowboy hat on and
Yeah.
shit.
And one thing that I thought could have made the battle better is you know, having something for the producers to like to do on stage, you know, as far as like maybe just get them a beat pad or something like that.
No, right.
And have that set up in front of them. That way, you know, there's more of a visual thing going on, even if they're not really fucking with it, but it's just provides a visual.
Well, you know,
something to
some
look at.
some
Yeah.
people do that.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
when Mecca, Mecca
Yep.
Malo. So when Mecca beat battles now, he bring his shit on there live.
Yeah,
Super Ego does it.
yeah,
You know, well, actually, Super Ego, I think he started doing it, and I was there the first year. It was 2 years ago. He started doing it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Man, I'm about to do it. Like, I'm about to just go for it."
Well, even if they get some old ones like provided by the people who host it,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, just to have posted up there, it would look better because it's almost like a microphone to an artist. You know, even if don't grab the mic and you're not like walking on stage
right.
with the mic, just having the microphone there provides the aesthetic appeal.
No, I see what you're saying.
know?
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
it more than you just standing up there playing
Right.
some shit, right? Yeah.
'Cause-
So what fucked me up is the second battle. It was Dak Dubois versus Benny D.
Okay.
And this Benny D dude, I don't know who either one of them are, but the Benny D dude, I guess he has won like high profile battles in like Toronto and shit, like in Canada and shit
Okay.
like that. And then that kind of fucking tripped me out. Like you won, and I wasn't feeling either one of their beats like that. I'll be honest with y'all. It was a good battle because they were both going hard. They, but the Dak Dubois dude had more technical sounds and shit, but the Benny D dude just overall sounded crispier, I guess. Mm-hmm. It wasn't for me. I'm not taking away from neither of the producers. It takes a lot to get up on stage and put your art out there, but it just wasn't for me.
Right.
But that tripped me out when Dog didn't have something. Like, damn, I thought you was like,
Yeah, you were expecting a little more
accolades
from
and shit.
yeah.
I thought when you did that shit, you came battle ready because you
Yeah,
won
they hyped up his resume a little bit.
type shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm thinking you finna come to on stage with some shit because you've done this at a higher, I'm not gonna say higher level, but at a high level before. So
Yeah, well, you
but
got
some people do
experience
that.
in it. Yeah.
Like Mecca and them when they did the Pad Masters, they joined
Yeah.
the league and it was like national and it was during COVID and shit. So they was like on live battling niggas across the country on the fucking, and then they had like cool ass like segments where they're like, oh, this is a R&B version battle
Right.
tonight, and then they had the Pad Masters had Jalen Rose, I think that's her name. If I butchered her name, I apologize, but Jalen Rose, she was a part of their clique and she could kind of sing and shit. So then she would come up and do her little shit, and she had a beat where, you know what I mean, like
Right.
So that's more live, like what you saying, like everything's involved and it's all physical to damn near, like you in there really.
See, but and that's, I'm not even saying they got to use it. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's kind of like
Like
you know
a
how
podium.
like it's like a podium.
Like a podium.
You know what I'm saying? That
Something
way,
like
it's
when
like
you
when a
debate.
pastor get up there,
Yeah.
he got the podium in front of him. It's like
Yeah.
Then you're not just looking around and this nigga's like doing like this, you know. And,
Yeah. It's like debates, like presidential debates and shit.
Right.
Everybody got their own, you know, your stand.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
yeah.
All right, Alan. Shit, man.
But
we trying to
it was
reform this. No,
I thought it was cold, man. It was a great experience. I did think that they could. I would have shortened up the performances a little bit from like the artists. Maybe just gave them like 3 songs or something like that, because the artist performances were running super long.
Yeah, it's 20.
Yeah, and then I was like,
one of them went over.
yeah, I was like, all right, like
One of them went over to like 25 minutes.
Even though they were good performers, I would have shortened that up to like maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah.
You know, because you got to think like not, you know, some people might got places to be. Some people can't stay out that late. They got it was on a Thursday. Some people might have to go to work the next morning.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So
they don't
like,
give a fuck about that.
But
No,
at
I
the
see what
same
you're saying,
time,
though.
like I missed like 2 or 3 of the beat producer battles.
The one battle,
you
yeah.
know, so
You missed the second one. So I feel you though, because I feel like it should just be shorter because the beat battles don't be that long.
right.
You know,
Yeah, definitely. And
The beat
that's
battle go for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you should have the performance the same. But shit, I mean, I'm on the opposite side of that this week because they was killing that shit, bro. I was like,
performers?
yeah, that shit. Because there's nights, nigga. You'll show up for one of those nights and it'll be people not rapping over their vote, because you know Allen tries to diversify that shit.
Right.
He don't want to make it just everybody be rapidy rap ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
so you know, I like that shit when they actually be rapping and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so and then Deucalion was a backup for Super Ego. So Super Ego was supposed to rap. That would have been dope to see. Shout out to Super Ego, man. I hope he alright. I think he was sick.
And like
or
I said,
something.
I thought it was a great experience, man. It was, the whole vibe was cool. You know, like there was a nice blend of guys and ladies there. You know how like some events you'll go and it's just like sausage party, or some events you'll go and it's just like, you know, how can I put this politically correct? It's just, you know, tortas. You know?
Yeah,
I don't know if
feel
that's
you.
politically correct, but
No, it's probably not, bro. But
fuck it.
fuck it, we cancel before we drop our first episode.
Right. No, but you know, like it was just a nice vibe of like people there, you know, and I feel like maybe that could be because of where it was hosted as well, you know.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
being like, what is this considered, downtown?
This is that's for sure downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Third Ward.
Yep. So, you know, so it was a great night. It had hailed right before, but like,
Well,
you know,
we all thought
the
we was about to
temperature
die
was
right
like-
before.
Yeah, the temperature was very nice, you know, going into that night after the hailstorm. So
Yeah, no, shout out to Big Beat, bro. I always have a great time. Y'all know I'm a big fan of that shit. Shout
Yeah.
out to Alan Hallis.
Yeah.
I found out how to say his last name.
okay, Alan Hallis.
Hallis. Nobody would ever thought that because nowhere is anything that's pronounced like that spelled with one L.
And I told him, man, if he ever need a quick sub, if anybody cancels performing wise, hit me up, man. I'm coming through just
Swear to
because I
God.
like the whole vibe they had there. And you know, me, I'm somebody who I won't perform unless like I know like y'all got y'all shit together, you know, because
Facts.
I've done enough shows that didn't have their shit together that it kind of turned me off to like doing shows for people, but they definitely had their shit together, so I would definitely participate in something like that.
Shout out to Alan, bro. That's one of the best events I've been to and still go to. I love it.
Yeah, and even if you just need a camera guy, somebody to take a couple clips, hit me up, man. I ain't a camera guy professionally, but you know,
No
I got a
bullshit.
camera and I'll come through with it and then give you whatever on the free ski. You know, so
That's what's up. All right, man. First at bat.
first at bat, we got drum roll. Ichalita.
Man, we did that shit perfect and we didn't even rehearse that shit. No, but yeah, shout out to Ichalita. So the way I stumbled upon her and met her and found out about her was at Year Move. And if I'm not mistaken, she either just turned 18 or she was like literally about to turn 18. So she's a teenager and she was like super, you know, like I could rap and shit, you know, and she wasn't like too much like cocky or nothing, but you could tell she knew she had something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
And
then
just
she-
a side note real quick, what is your move?
Your
the
Move
people who
Milwaukee,
don't
that's
know.
a community, you know, nonprofit that rock solid, Blade,
Super Ego.
I know Super Ego was a part of that. It was a bunch of the people we love and cherish, bro. They started this nonprofit where it started with Hip Hop Chess Night, or the Hip Hop Chess Club. So it's like, where they'll have like people producing beats and people playing their beats, or like people be rapping if you want to, I guess, cypher, and they'll be doing chess at the same time. So you could go play chess, you could learn how to, do some beat pads and shit. You could, you could do all that. I think they got a studio now.
Yeah, they do. They definitely got a studio now.
Yeah, Blade does like the hands-on tools training where he'll show you how to use power tools and stuff like that. I think they even do like CPR training and shit now. Like, so
nice.
Yeah, they elevated, bro. I remember when they was doing that shit like out of Flipping Styles, bro, and they got their own building now, full nonprofit with a board, all that. Right. So shout out to Year Move MKE for sure. But that's where I met her at, because she was there for that. And then they had the studio and shit. And they were doing like this one dude, I don't even know his rap name, but his name on Facebook is Joseph Wilkes, something like that. And they gave him where they had like a writing class. Like they'll come and you could write about your traumas or whatever, your childhood, your environment. And it's like a poetry, writing, rapping class type shit. And then they turned that into a group. And then, like, all the teenagers and shit that would come through, they made them a group. Nice. And it was called Emerge.
Okay, yeah. So I've heard of Emerge.
Yeah, so that which was cold because it was like Your Move, Justice, Restorative, Emerge. It's whatever. It's something like that. It's called Emerge. That's the acronym for Your Move, Restorative Justice, or something like that. Cypher. You know what I'm saying? That was the program, Restorative Justice Ciphers. So, shout out to them. And then that's what Ichelita was a part of that, I guess. Bro, when I tell you she rapped me some shit and sang some shit to me, that night I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cold, like, because everybody, when you're a rapper, bro, and then you just so happen to be a decent rapper, and that's why I call myself a decent rapper, because I ain't trying to hear y'all.
Nah,
shit.
Bro, you better give yourself more credit than that, bro. You cold as fuck, bro.
I'm a humble nigga, bro. I'm decent, bro.
He one of the Southside greats.
I can rap a little bit, you know what I mean? But that's how I get introduced to people most of the time, especially if it's in the presence of somebody who knows me. Oh, you never met Heck? Yeah, he wanna, just like you said. Oh, this one of the Southside. He cold. I'll be like, that's cool.
Mount Rushmore of Southside artists.
So I'll be like, all right, that's cool. I'll be real. All right, that's cool. But they always be like, oh yeah, me too, and I can rap. And then a lot of the time that shit.
Let me spit this shit for you, and then they'll just start rapping.
And then a lot of the time that shit don't materialize, bro. And not even materialize. That shit don't even be sounding good. Like,
right.
It sounds like some whatever.
Right.
But she actually had substance. She had context. She had content. Like, nigga, I'm ready. She got a few songs wrote. She had beats she already had on YouTube that she knew she wanted to rap to and shit. So shout out to her, bro. Like, that's how I met her. That's how I came across her. And now we were talking about it earlier. We don't know if she's like a record company or if she's signed to a record label or not, but
I know for sure she works very close with Hitting Hard and Milwaukee.
And if I personally think that's all a management thing, but if they do got some record label stuff going on, then either way they're doing what they're supposed to. Yeah. They're helping this young lady become properly introduced into the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, she's not like us for sure. Like, she's not out here just searching for guidance and shit. You know what I mean? Like we was out here just like, oh, this is what you got to do? Okay, we'll try that. You know what I mean? Like, she got Eleazar, Geo, Milwaukee. She got some good, knowledgeable people helping her, make strides and shit.
Yeah, and that's definitely gonna it just sets her up to succeed way better than just searching for something in the dark. You know how, like you said, how a lot of our trajectory has been. We've just been searching in the dark, and granted, we've made it very far and we've done, we got accolades to show like what we've done, and but not a lot of artists can say the same.
No, they can't. No boys. When I look at her situation, all I can think is like applause. Like, man, y'all please make that happen, bro, because talented people need that, bro. We need more talented people to be catapulted, and we need more people that aren't really ever gonna do it really, or they really don't got it like that, to shut the fuck up and be a part of the catalyst. You know what I'm saying? Like, be a part of the catalyst that sends somebody out into outer space.
Yeah.
And don't be a greedy fuck. If they don't come get you, then at least you tried your best and you know you solid, nigga. No, stop trying to penny pinch and hold on to your opportunities like the whole world owe you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
But Ichelita, bro, shout out to her. Frida. Frida is the one we came upon that she recently dropped.
So just to let y'all know what First At Bat is, so we're gonna choose an artist. It's kind of like a baseball theme, you know. You get 3 strikes to show us that you can hit a grand slam, and then we're gonna see if you hit a grand slam or you struck out. So that's the First At Bat segment.
Okay, that's what's up. I did not catch that when we talked about this before, nigga, but that's super cold, super dope idea. So we're going to start off Ichelita with Frida. This is her latest and newest video. I don't want to say her only video because I'm not sure, but this is the latest one.
Mace Marchi on the cam.
Shout out to Mace.
Cuando hayas entrado, vamos a ir seguros, porque se tiene miedo o nos lleva por la ley o nos lleva los vestidos.
Can't take this pain away, no I can't escape. Got me going in circles, can't catch your break. Boy, you wanna apologize, now it's too late. You did what you did, you were fake. Reclamándome por things I did. Look, I didn't blast you, I got the hit. She up on your tosca, you explain. I'm a piece of art, and you will say, make me like freedom, give me that freedom. I'm a museum, be like Colosseum. Come in my kingdom, I am that medium. I'm a museum, make me like freedom, make me like freedom, give me that freedom. I'm a museum, big like Colosseum. Come in my kingdom, I am the medium. I'm a museum, make me like freedom. Trying to protect yourself, what's done is done. Never underestimate me, don't jump a gun. They gon' remember me, and every time I won. And I know cocky-ish, I always done. They gon' study me in history and forget your name. You dug your hole in hell, what a shame. Trying to rerun the tracks you already made. Lo que pasó, pasó, you don't want to blame. Make me like freedom, give me that freedom. I'm a museum, be like Colosseum. Come in my kingdom, I am that medium. I'm a museum, make me like freedom.
I like when she jumped into her rapping bag. Mm-hmm. Like when she jumped into that and the beat dropped.
Yeah. I like the video on this. I like her rapping as well. I felt like the hook was a little too layered for me.
I think the mixing could have been a little bit, a little bit more. I don't know where she records with or who with, but I feel like it could have been recorded a little bit. It could have been mixed a little bit better, and I feel like that's where the layers you're hearing come from.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a dope concept. I like how she be saying like young people shit, but like in her little kind of Latina Mexican singing voice and shit. But she's saying like regular Milwaukee street shit. You know what I'm saying?
Got that chola swag about her.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I love that about it. That was Frida. So now we gonna go to her second record, and we just gotta kind of just look for what she got on here. Let's see what she did on Dog Shit, bro. That's actually a good idea. We should do 2 records and see if they got a feature and see how you act on features.
Right.
Because that's a whole nother part of the artistry.
Yep.
Some people are absolute animals on features, and then they don't really do their own music that well. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I feel like I do both, but I mean, when I'm on features, I definitely go way harder on features than I do on my own shit. Because there's like a bar set. When especially if it's somebody that you admire as far as like an artist or something like that, then I feel like I gotta go over the top because I've been invited onto this person's record. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but me and you are like when we talk about shit like this, bro, it's so much different, bro.
Yeah.
we that competitive, I'm about to murder you mindset is not every rapper, bro. Like that's not every rapper don't rap like how we think and rap, bro. We're like, oh, you want me to get on your record?
No, and it's not even, most of the times it's not even like I'm about to murder you, but it's like I have to murder this verse harder than the stuff that this person already likes about me because, you know, like I got to give them my absolute best, you know, because they came.
No, I get what you're saying.
Out, you know? So, but sometimes it is like, you know, if I know this person is like a super lyricist, now we're battling. You know, you just invited me out of your record.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Alex Tacton featuring Ichelita. It's called "Work That Thing." I've been like, while we're talking, seeing it, and it's a crazy ass video.
Dude always goes. He be putting some. He put some money on his videos, man.
No,
like,
facts.
Dog,
no, if it's one thing that
he
fam
invests in
does,
his videos.
If it's one thing that fam does, he definitely put a little bit of capital behind his work. So
yeah.
So this is called "Work That Thing," featuring Ichelita.
Like that, like that, like that. I want you to put it on me. That thing you do. That face you make. That Latina in you.
Ciao, viva Mexico. Yeah, I can't twerk, but I'd rather flow. Walk it on, talk the talk. Treat me right, walk the walk. I can be dulce, but look at you. Moving my hips, watch how I move. Como Griselda, I am the boss. I bring the heat, I am the sauce. Go ahead, player, do what you do. I am the jefa, I make the rule. Yo soy Latina, amo te one. Lucky my body, I always done. Una chingona, never gonna stop. Sobresalgo, but I'm to top. Put on the grind pa mi corazón. Ichelita, don't try, she gets a boogie on.
I met Ron Chavez. Long black hair, milky skin tone, and a lot of flair. Trunk in the trunk, got the badunk. You take a look, buddy, this what you want. Just make sure you go treat her right.
All right, I think she held it down. Yeah, I don't think
the mixing was better. The verse there.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's because of the who she featured with. They're definitely not gonna put out.
Right.
I'm not fucking with that, bro. I'm not fucking with the record, bro. You know, I know fam, he might get in his feelings. I really don't give a fuck. But he has done like reviews on my shit before too. And he's one of those like, I don't like to talk about people's art and stuff. And like, but he'll try to say a nice way of like he not fucking with it. I'm not like that, bro. I'm gonna just tell you straight up, I'm not fucking with that. And I don't think a lot of people are fucking with that, fam, you know, so.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely got a little bit of a, I don't know. He needs a lot of growth. Like as far as like being an artist, he's too like cookie cut.
You talking about dog right here?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's over for that. Like,
yeah.
Ain't no growth. I feel like
he can't.
You could be 60, I guess, and doing that shit, you know. But you know, whatever. Like I said, it ain't no hate, ain't no hatred, ain't no motherfucking hater in my blood. But that wasn't for me, bro, at all. She held her own on there. I don't like the dynamic on here, bro.
Right.
This is super, to me, grab a Latina, try to tap into a demographic that it's not going to work for you, bro. Like, it's just not going to work. And it sucks. I hate
that I have to say this. The record itself doesn't even fit her as an artist.
No, that's what I'm saying. And, you know, you well over 30, if I'm not mistaken. She fucking 18, 19.
Yeah.
You know, to me, I feel like, and this don't take it the wrong way, but again, I don't give a fuck if niggas do, but if you gonna do a record like that, I want to see records and visuals and videos and hear, like, you know, you could fuck with somebody like that. And not even on the age gap. Fuck the age gap, you know, that's a whole nother conversation, but just on the look of it, you know. She don't look like, or any of these people in here look like somebody you finna really fuck with in real life. You know? That sounds so horrible, bro. I'm just trying to be
you
honest.
Ain't got game.
No. I'm just saying, just the way it looks. It's just like, nigga, it doesn't really, and it doesn't sound. Yeah, it don't sound like you really ever gonna do that. So
yeah, no,
you know. No, you know, that's enough of the negativity shit though. That was Ichelita's feature. She held her own. I feel like if you get her on a feature where it's more her stilo,
definitely,
it might work a lot more for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because that was one thing that I had to really think about when I did the Low for Life track with Milwaukee. You know, because Milwaukee has a different sound than the normal Milwaukee rapper. So when I made the record for his feature, I had to like keep it my sound, but also kind of go towards what fits him. You know,
You talking
like,
about the Low for Life?
Yeah.
I fucking love that record.
Yeah,
bro.
you know, but that's
That's
because
one of
like
my favorite records.
it was created to like fit both of our personalities, you know, and we're also like you were saying, like it's that record was not believable. Like me and him are both in the car scene, so like the record itself is believable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
One more. She got one more.
She got one more. This is she don't got nothing else, bro. So, but she actually just gave me an idea. You know, we kind of just going with the flow right now, y'all. So if you fucking with it, you fucking with it. But it's actually giving me a good idea. You could tell me if you're not fucking with it, but I think we should try to find people's performances.
Yeah.
We could do
I fuck with that.
We could do record, feature, performance.
Yeah.
That's a straight fastball, a
Yeah.
curveball, and whatever the fuck other kind of
Yeah.
balls play. I don't
Yeah.
even know enough about baseball.
Yeah.
A what? A slider. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
I ain't know enough throws and shit.
Good shit
I'm
ass.
tripping, nigga. I'm tripping. No, but yeah, we could do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I
three
like that
different.
idea.
It's three different things. First at bat, you got your records, your features, and your performance.
Yeah.
Now we might run into problems with this because a lot of people don't really what's it called? They might not upload their performance.
No, well, it helps people step their game up too.
Yeah,
You know,
facts. But yeah, we'll do her performance. This is her in Chicago. This was 2024, so it was last year at the Chicago Lowrider Super Show. And I remember when she did that shit, and I remember seeing the social media content.
Yeah.
And she was killing it. So let's check this out real quick. So they got the She be snapping with that dance. That's another thing she be doing. She be doing that dance. That's what that shit called.
Yeah.
So I think that was a cover, and that's why that last video was blinked out.
Okay.
I think they fucking flagged them.
Yeah.
So
Well, that one you can tell that's the original vocals. She sounds really good up there on stage.
for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. So we're gonna circle back. This is her first at bat, so we're gonna grade it here in a second. But we definitely, I want to hear her shit. I want to hear you. I want to hear how you rap, and
Right.
how you move when it's your shit.
Right.
Because that has a whole theme to it. She could do the little dance to it. She could sing. I don't think that's her shit at all. I think that's a cover.
But also, well, that up there right there, that's her voice. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so
no,
she's
I'm
singing
not,
that.
No, yeah, I'm
you
not
know,
saying.
so,
I'm not saying as far as. Well, I'm just saying. I want to see how you vibe with your shit, your
I hear you.
lyrics, your words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But stage presence, A1.
Yeah.
Voice control, A1. Fucking her dancing on stage, the way she does it, that's A1. It's she's eye catching. You want to watch the stage. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
she definitely.
And I seen her do the. She performed at the Harley, the Lolo Boulevard Harley collaborative car show last year.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I was there.
Just watching her there, dog, my nieces were like, I want to get her autograph. You know, like
she had
my nieces like captured, bro.
No, facts. You know, because
that was dope to see because she did put on a good show.
Who do they have? Like a young Latina Mexican chick. They got Snow.
Right.
And Snow, the product, is way more hip hop than she is on the Mexican side. She's super cultural. Like, she's super Mexican heritage and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I could see why that they'll be like, oh shit, that's like, she definitely got a star quality to her. Shout out to Each Elita, bro. Like,
yeah.
So what you think, bro? We got Frida, strike or hit?
I think she hit.
Okay.
With these three, I think she got on base.
Okay.
If the order that we played these was a little different, maybe if the tacked in track was like first up, that would have been a complete strike. And then, the second, which was just her song, she got on base with that. If we're judging by the performance, she's definitely getting a home run for the performance from me personally.
Okay. So I would say Frida was a ball, like she hit it, or a foul ball. She hit it kind of. The mixing could have helped her, get on base better. The feature, I'll give that a ball because she didn't necessarily miss the hit.
Yeah.
She jumped on somebody else shit that I wasn't fucking with. But she held her own.
And so personally as an artist, I feel like you have to know when to say no.
That was all to me politicking.
Yeah, her management and shit probably.
Niggas know me, bro. They can holler at me in real life. I'm not dissing nobody or saying nothing, but that was definitely she probably got paid for that, which means whoever else is managing got paid for it. You know what I mean?
I hear
so, it was you're right though.
And I'm the type of nigga where
it shouldn't have been done if you
sometimes people are like, hey, I'll give you this much and I'll say no.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll give her the one strike for that. You young, maybe this will teach you something.
Right. No, but
strike on the feature, bro. I'm definitely looking forward to other features. I feel like how you said when you did for Milwaukee, like if she finds a record that like compliments her, it'll be dope.
It's out the park.
So she on base. The home run for me, I can't give her the home run because it wasn't hers. So again, that's just a personal preference, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
and I only give her the home run because I've seen her in person. Other than what we just watched,
I also did. Yeah, no, you right. Based off this, it wouldn't. I definitely did fuck with her live performance when we was watching it that one time. So yeah. Each Elite, man. First at bat, you didn't strike out. You held your own.
Definitely.
Southside. Thank God. Because man, no, but like
and
I said,
to be a young artist like that, like she's
young,
definitely
young too.
She's got time. That's like judging Giannis in his first year,
and he was still a beast. He was still a beast.
She's still a beast. She's got room for improvement. She's got time for improvement. So
definitely room for improvement.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be someone to watch.
I know for a fact just from the vibe you get from interacting with her musically in person, she definitely got some shit to say. You know what I mean? And I love the cultural part, the aspect of it. I love that shit, bro. Like everything she do is super chola, fucking Mexican American ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that shit, bro. I love it. So that was first at bat. That was our first time doing that segment, bro, and I fucking enjoyed it, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
It breaks down the concept of an artist like a lot, bro. Like you can get into an artist whole thing like that. Performance.
I can't remember what book I read, but I'm glad that you brought those other two aspects into it because there's a book I read where 50 Cent was talking about the was like 3 major points of being a hip hop artist, you know, and those were the 3 points. Like, basically
facts?
your content, the content you make with others, and then your performances. You know, so
shit.
like,
yeah, hell yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'm fucking with it. Y'all see how smart I am? Don't even try, bro. Nah, so you watched the previous episode, you seen how we did the essential rappers list that they had. That was from 23. So now we're gonna do our own list of Southside essential rappers that we feel could have definitely made that list or been a part of it. And this is something that we want to showcase the artists that we know deserve a little showcasing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do our first 4. I'm gonna show you a record from all of them. Talk about them a little bit. Our first 4 is Corey Piper, GP El Mágico, Denku, and we got Random Loud Gang. I gotta hit this nigga up, bro, because like, is that your whole name, fam? Like, I don't know. I feel like, is your name Random or is your whole name Random?
I feel
Loud
like
Gang?
he only goes by Random, but like the full, you know, like
It's
your
Random
street
Loud
team
Gang.
Hectic, but you know, like if people call you Hectic, you know, they know who we're talking about.
But
know?
officially, my name
Yeah.
now is Street Team Hectic. I changed it officially to that. That's why I want to know, you know, maybe.
His is probably, officially.
You know, but
Random
either way,
Loud Gang.
these are 4 people that I personally have seen them work, seen them get it in. And like they make good sounds, like not shit that just, you know, you could just keep to yourself and you're not finna really play. All these people make shit that you could, well, other than Denku don't really necessarily make club music or nothing like that.
Yeah,
but you
well,
can
he's
listen
got
to
a demographic. And,
you can listen to his music on over some loudspeakers and it's gonna sound crispy. Is what I'm saying. You know, it's professional.
Yeah.
So we gonna start with Corey Piper. What you know about Corey Piper, bro? Nothing. It's not like you feature with this nigga or nothing.
You know, I met him one time.
I be seeing him, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I feel like, does he know it's me, bro?
He
I don't know if he knows that it's me, but every time I see him, I'm like, "What up, fam?" And I shake his. He be like, "What's going on, bro?" I'm like, "Shit, you know."
Nah, I'm pretty sure he's heard your music, bro.
You know, shit. Who knows? But all I know is I be seeing him all the time, and I be showing him love. You know what I'm saying? Because,
like I said, bro, if there was a Mount Rushmore of rappers, bro, you'd definitely be on the South Side Mount Rushmore, bro.
Stop it,
like,
bro. I wish I could make effects and I'll make myself blush face ass.
No, but like seriously, bro, you would definitely be on that because lyrically, it's hard for motherfuckers to hold their own with you, you know. So,
right.
You know, and that's just what it is.
Shit,
you know?
I be trying to put the pressure up.
Yeah, you set a bar, and if motherfuckers can't reach the bar, that's not your fault.
And that's why I don't got a lot of features. Like, that's my shit, to have people come on my shit like that. Because I'm like, people don't be, I don't know. Or I don't want it to be. I'm not trying to.
Right, and I'll pass on.
It got to be valid. Yeah, it got to be valid. All right, so this is Corey Piper. All makes sense. I went straight to this one as soon as I seen it because I fucking love this record, bro. Yeah. This is probably my favorite Corey Piper record, and I got a record like this, bro, from fucking like 10 years ago, and I didn't do shit compared to what Dog been on, and I did something like this where it was like we'll play it one day on the show on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's called Our Legacy, Street Team Inc. Our Legacy, and this is kind of what this is. He got like cuts in the video of like past performances. You see him on big Summerfest stages and shit, doing cool ass shit. You know, he got people grabbing on him and shit. I love that shit, bro. Like, shit like that, to me, that's the whole goal.
Yeah, he documented the
exactly.
The
and I
process.
didn't fucking do mine.
Yeah.
I documented my shit on some ghetto ass shit, and it's whatever.
Yeah.
Regret, nigga.
No, I mean, well, there's still time. Every day is.
I'm just talking shit, but yeah. But this is Corey Piper. All Makes Sense featuring Cap G. We just gonna play Corey's part though. I love this record, bro.
I just been running around, I've been out of town. My girl keep me up, she been holding it down. Some shit I didn't know, but I know it by now. Soon it'll all make sense.
Shit. This beat is cold too.
Yeah. Soon it'll all make sense. Soon it'll all. I had to stick to the plan. I risked me a chance, becoming a dad, turn me to a man. I know what I got and I know what I had. The shit by the poppy, they don't understand. Soon it'll all make sense. Soon it'll all. I had to get in my bag, then get on their ass. You said what you said, ain't no taking it back. They been on that fiction, we been on them facts. I'm here for the I gave me my slacks. I took me an Uber, a lift in a cab. Yeah, I need my moolah, my check or my cash. Might buy me a new one that's quick on the dash. It's back to the future, can't live in the past. This shit up for grabs. Soon it'll all make sense.
What?
Soon it'll all make sense. I just been running around, I've been out of town. My girl keep me up, she been holding it down. Some shit I didn't know, but I know it by now. Soon it'll all make sense.
Yeah, Dog of Bees, bro.
Actually, that's just a great record.
Soon it'll all. I had to stick to the plan. I risked me a chance, becoming a dad, turn me to a man. I know what I got and I know what I had. This shit by the poppy, they don't understand.
Soon it'll all make sense. That shit's so hard, bro.
Soon it'll all. Got this shit out the mud, it is what it was.
Yeah. I feel like he definitely makes timeless music, like, and that's what I search for in a lot of artists. You know, like music that fucking 10 years from now I can hear myself listening to that shit still.
I'm gonna be 100, bro, right? Because that's all I can be. I'm trying to be honest with y'all, bro. You know, it hasn't been. I'm not too far removed from the mindset of like niggas not gangster like me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not that far from feeling like that all the time, bro. And it's a sickness, bro. Like I try so hard to break away from that, but I have been like that. You know what I mean? When I first caught on dude, you know, I was just like, he better not ever in this fucking life say no gangster shit because I'm not going for none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just so, isn't that so fucking stupid, bro? Like, it's a stupid way to think, bro. But just because, you know, it's that you pretty much are representing what I'm trying to represent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're representing the side that I'm from, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're from here. I'm not from here, nigga. Everybody knows you, grew up with you, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you from Hawaii and all that, you know, and then you had that whole aesthetic. And I thought one time I heard some shit where he kind of tried to sound like that. And I was like, and I unnecessarily put like a thing there. I'm like, oh, fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like a I don't fuck with you just because
of that dumb shit.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, bro. And I did it. And I apologize to myself for that because that's fucking stupid because Dog is an amazing fucking artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and he's a cool dude, bro. Like,
yeah.
So there was no reason to ever think like that. I'm just letting y'all know insight because I'm sitting here watching it and I'm like, that's fucking great. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
no, and he's definitely grown as an artist. When I first heard of him, I wasn't like the biggest Corey Piper fan when I first heard of him, you know, because like his music was like a lot of, I felt like it was like a little bit more gimmicky when he first started it. And then like he really found an avenue for the artist that he is, you know. And just also with his lyricism, it felt more natural as opposed to like him trying to make a hit, you know. I felt like in the beginning that's what it seemed like to me, like he's trying to like make a hit record right out the gate. He's not like dropping music that he feels, you know. As he's grown as an artist, his music has definitely felt more natural and less forced, you know. And then now I feel like you could just tell when artists' music just comes, like it's just like that's what they do, you know?
Now you in the studio just making shit that you fucking like and it sounds phenomenal, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you remember when we was talking about that one, I forgot her name, but remember she was like, he's like the T-Pain of Milwaukee or something.
Oh, yeah.
So would you give this nigga the Drake of Milwaukee?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Because that right there sounded like some...
Yeah,
he could have wrote that and sent that to Drake, and Drake could have fucking dropped that at any fucking moment, and that would have been a fucking #1 smash. Drake
he definitely has that appeal to him, like a Drake of Milwaukee.
It's like pop culture / hip hop. You know,
and
soon it'll all make sense.
Yeah, and that's what I love about his music too. Is like he so easily flows in and out of like hip hop and pop. You know,
type
and
shit.
Not a lot of artists can do that, and I appreciate when I feel that.
That Pitbull vibe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Corey Piper, bro. I fucking love that record, bro. You know, and anything I ever thought about stupidly from my life and shit, fuck all that shit, bro. I honor you. I honor your music. I respect your work. I respect your work ethic.
Yeah.
And I respect the sound, bro. Like that should be valid, bro. It's a good look for Milwaukee, and I fuck with that shit.
Yeah. We gonna have to do his feature on my record because I feel like this man came beast mode for my record, bro. Like he brought the heat, bro. You know, that's all I can say for it. I was very happy to have him as a feature because Dog brought some bars. Shout out to Philly Flyboy on the video. Okay.
Yeah, no, and he's super cool with Dog too. So he been out here traveling. Yeah. He been editing dope videos. He meets a lot of the stars that Philly work with. So they definitely they live in the life motherfuckers really be wanting to live out here, bro. So this is Illy featuring Corey Piper, Make a Way.
You don't gotta play the whole thing, just his verses.
His second?
Yeah.
Find a way and make a way. If they ever tryna lock us out, keep it up, they gon' learn what we about. Find a way and make a way. Never been the type to piss them on, no connects, guess I get it on my own. Find a way and make a way. Deny me, but you can't deny the skill. Block us out, then you already know the drill. Find a way and make a way.
I found a way to make a way. I ain't had no hidden talents till I found an 808. When I was down, yeah, they wouldn't give you, boy, the time of day. Now I'm up, they ask for favors, sorry, I ain't got time today. Couple years ago, sleeping on me, now they wide awake. They don't never be on shit, but somehow got a lot to say. I've been out here quarterbacking, calling out all kinds of plays. And I ain't never fucked nobody over, that's how I was raised, yeah. Every payday, I would spend my money down at A-State. You can ask Tito, he know I would always stay late. I was always trying to learn some shit above my pay grade. Never paid attention to what they say, I really do this for my family, yeah, it's not for the applause. I don't do this for the Grammys and the plaques go on the wall. Seen a vision as a young and fell in love with what I saw. I don't regret the shit at all.
Find a way and make a way. They gon' have to let us in the game, cause the model's only ever been one thing. Find a way and make a way.
I was like, I felt every bar.
Hey, how Illy was in shape in this video and he still looked fat and shit. He looked fatter than he is now and shit.
I was in the bulk.
That's crazy, bro. That's
this
crazy.
was right before I started cutting.
Your bodybuilding?
Yeah, right before I started my bodybuilding
journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just crazy. I just noticed that. I'm like, dog look thicker, face ass, pause. Yeah. But I love that video too. That was cool. Dog took off on Eli though, right? That's crazy. Shout out to Eli, man. That's my guy. That shit.
Hefe.
He did go off on that though for that feature.
Yeah, that feature.
He said,
bro,
never found a hidden talent until I found an 808. That was cool. Shout out to Corey Piper, bro. All right, so next we got GP and Mexico.
Shit.
This is our guy right here, fam.
Bitches soy en Mexico.
This is my motherfucking dog, bro.
Me and GP go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac.
That's them hoodbound niggas, bro. Y'all probably the best ciphers I've ever had. Or not ciphers, features. Like a lot of people be having me try to feature and you know, whatever, and then I always end up have like it just sits there or something. Like, y'all, when GP asked me for the feature, bro, he hit me. I went to the studio. It was a good studio, had a great engineer. It sounded good. He called me for the video like 3 weeks later. He had it all set up. He had the location. I didn't have to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the best kind of features ever, bro. I love those. Damn, when I was looking it up just now, my fucking song I wanted to hear was on there. Now it's not on here. Hold on. I'm going to play my verse. Fuck that. Fuck what niggas talking about. No bullshit. This is my shit right here.
Which one? Who go?
Stop wasting my time. No. This is my shit, bro. R.I.P. Louis Z, nigga. This is my fucking shit right here, nigga. Does GP or Louis Z go first on this song? GP goes, stop wasting my time if you ain't.
Stop wasting my time if you ain't talking petty. If you fuck with my fatty, they're the ones that get buried. As a kid, all I dreamed was to have a Mercedes. Real bad bitch with her as a Halle Berry. Yes, Migos put in work, but know that she was what I carry. You wanna see me take a nail on the contrary. Take your thought when I'm dipping. Yes, bitch, I'm winning. Fuck all these haters and the drama they be bringing. Mama didn't race, no pendejo. Got some fine ass modelos, pussy popping in the suelo. All about the queso, flowing lo que yo manejo. All I see is dollar signs when I look at myself in el espejo. Not a Dolphins fan, but I be flipping them bitches. bitches. Titties go up and down when I be flipping them switches. Yes, your girl keeps sending me kisses. Hit the DM telling me I'm the man that she wishes. These niggas wanna take what's mine. Got the dang on my waist if they get out of line. Bitches mad cause you can't stop my shine. If you ain't talking fatty, stop wasting my time. Stop wasting my time. Stop wasting my time. Stop wasting my time. If you ain't talking fatty, stop wasting my time. Yeah, beef got hoes, got
Bro, what? This is one of my favorite records ever.
Yeah.
I should have played the Louis Z, bro. I feel bad that I couldn't turn it down.
Run that back.
Yeah,
Play
I'm about
that
to run
Louis
it back,
Z.
bro, because this is my shit, bro.
Yes, sir.
I was just trying to do like keep it consistent, but we finna run it back, bro.
Yeah. One time for Lou.
stop wasting my time. Yeah, beef got hoes, got L's, got O's, got green, got blow, get straps, got both. You could get killed, nigga, if you touching what's mine. Seen the bitch from way back, I had to fuck from behind. I'm the man now, don't try to stand out. I kept it low, pro, oh, that's his hoe, so we take a photo, then post those. Hard shit, clown niggas, they just bozos. What they don't know about the plug, though, that's bro code. Take cash, that's your ass, nigga. You must have not have heard what happened to the last niggas. Ooh, I heard like Usher got it bad, nigga. Went and got it bad. When your bitch, I'm moving fast, niggas. Fast, nigga. Shootouts did the dash, nigga. You can ask niggas. The night we almost blast niggas. Flip mode with this big pistol. I been trying to keep cool. You keep talking shit, though. These niggas wanna take what's mine. Got the dang on my waist if they get out of line.
Yeah, that's definitely so. Side note, that's one of my, I guess, hip hop failures. I would say in my hip hop career is that I never got a feature with Lou.
Oh, nigga, that would have been monstrous.
Bro. Like, I had learned about Lou when I was like fresh out of high school. You know, this girl that I used to talk to or whatever, she knew Lou as well, and she was like, "Oh, he's a rapper. I found he's from Milwaukee. Y'all should do a feature together." And then, you know, I knew of his music, but we never did anything as far as like met or, you know, we're even at the same shows or anything that, you know. And then once I met Curse and SG, like he was locked in tight with them, and then, you know, it just life took its course, you know, and I never got the opportunity to feature with him, you know. But I always felt like that was a hip hop Southside Mount Rushmore type artist that, like, you know, you would want to get a feature with.
It's crazy because I feel like every time I ever worked with Dog, he was like worried about what I was at, and the whole time I'm worried about what this nigga been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he was like, I got to do this because I want to make sure. I'm like, you worry about me, nigga? Like, I'm making sure I'm trying to get with you, fam. Because Dog, he was just seamlessly was rapping his ass off, bro.
Yeah.
You know, matter of fact, we kicking this nigga off. We gonna do you next week, Loud Gang. We gonna do you next week, Loud Gang. We gonna do Louis Z now. Fuck it. I was one of his verses. Shout out to GP.
But we still got one track we gotta do. One more track we gotta do for GP.
All right. I was gonna start just doing one for one, but I'm like, hold the fuck up.
No, we did two for.
No, but that was because we did your feature. That's why I was gonna go just one, but fuck it. We'll just.
Well, GP got a feature with you too. Throw that up.
Yeah, the Hugo. That's my shit, and that's one of my favorite features I ever got on my shit too.
We're about to kick you off.
We about to move you to next week, fam.
Right. The order has been shifted. No, but that righteously so, you know, because he put in hella work, you know, with the time he had, and that's one thing. When my mentor in music passed away, they had me speak at his funeral, and that was the thing that I spoke about. You know, I'm not like super religious, but I get down with scripture and stuff like that. And I know, you know, I read a lot. So one of the things that I mentioned at his funeral was like, have y'all ever heard the parable of talents?
Nope.
Okay. So the parable of talents is like a master has like 3 workers or slaves or whatever. And he gives he's going away. He gives each slave talents. One of them, which talents in that time were like gold coins or whatever. So he gives one of them 10, one of them 5, and then one of them 1. And he's like, by the time I get back, double this, so he leaves, he comes back, he addresses the first person. He's like, what'd you do while I was gone? And then the first guy's like, well, you gave me 10 and I made it 20. And he's like, you were a good servant, and then he blesses him or whatever. Goes to the second one. He's like, what'd you do while I was gone? And the guy's like, well, you gave me 5 and I made it 10. He's like, man, you were a great servant, and blesses him. And then he goes to the last one and he's like, what'd you do while I was gone? And the last one's like, well, I was scared I was going to lose what you gave me. So I dug a hole, put it in the hole, buried it. And then, to make sure I didn't lose it, and here it is back. And he's like, and then, so the master's like mad. He's like, you're a lazy servant, basically good for nothing. And he curses him. But that's just a parable for life of like, while you're here on earth, you got to do something with the talents that you're given, the God-given talents, the abilities that you have, and try to multiply them, because they're going to bless other people. They're going to bless you. And, there's a lot of people that they have amazing talents and they never do anything with it, and they take it to the grave with them.
Yeah.
And then the world doesn't get blessed out of that. Their family don't get blessed out of that. They don't get blessed out of that. Nobody gets nothing because they were too afraid to use, what they were God-given, so, and I definitely feel like, when I look at somebody like a Louis Z, GP, you, me, we definitely get out here and we like try to use up the abilities that we have, and share that with the world, and eventually something's got to happen with that, because we're doing what we're out here God given to do. Yeah. So
I'm still waiting on the sign, motherfucker.
Right. No, well, that is the sign.
That's the sign right there, bro. Yeah. No, but yeah, the talents that motherfuckers be putting out here, bro, it's in a volatile ecosystem, bro. Mm-hmm. Musically, bro, this is so volatile, bro, that sometimes people might say it goes unpraised, I don't want to say unworthy, because that's not the word, but you know what I mean? Like, it's such a volatile thing. So when you do this music, or you're a producer or anything, and you get on any type of stage and you put that shit in front of people, or you make music videos and then you're like telling people to go watch your music video and shit.
Yeah, it's unappreciated a lot of times.
Well, that too, but what I'm trying to say is like that means something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's not for nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, it's a big first step, huge first step, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just to get out here and then to do it right.
Right.
To not go get Joe Schmo to video your shit. To go, get somebody who is going to make your shit look good, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
All that shit matters. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
But shout out GP. This is him on Hugo. This is my record I got with him. I'm just going to play his verse.
Seeing two tones, trying to catch up, but they too slow. Ya tú sabes when they ask who got the Hugo. Who got the Hugo? Who got the Hugo? That's me, te lo juro. Yeah. Who got the Hugo? Who got the Hugo?
Bitch, yo soy el mágico.
Yeah.
I'm a man of action. Yo no discuto. Knowledge is power. Yo no soy bruto. Si tú eres de Marte, yo soy de Pluto. The difference between me and you, la bajada, yo la disfruto. A mí la mera neta me vale verga. Los envidiosos son nomás unos pedazos de mierda. Quieren tumbarme y no saben cómo usar mi escalera. Get the fuck up in my line, esta es mi carretera. Dejamos nuestra tierra para salir de la pobreza. Voy por la riqueza.
No tener pan es una tristeza. I got the juice.
I got some loose screws en la cabeza. I have a small circle, no todos pueden comer en mi mesa. Llegué aquí solo, a nadie le debo cuentas. Sacar los homies del hood, esa es la meta. Santiago Marabatío is where I was born. Yo vengo del sur, puto, yeah, I pack the corn.
I like it when she call me Papi Chulo. Windows tinted, halfway down, I see in two tones. Trying to catch up, but they too slow.
That nigga did a little dance right there. Shout out to GP, bro.
GP,
I feel like
dog.
every time we ever did a video with SG and shit, this nigga will catch like the crazy, like GP always do a crazy ass dance move. He did the little towel shimmy that one time. That shit was funny. Or not the towel, it was the flag. He had the flag. He was like, that's the shout out to my nigga though, man. Hey, bro, he fucking understood the assignment 1,000% on this
Facts.
record, bro.
Yeah.
Like he came. That's exactly what I needed because I was doing like Spanglish a little bit, but he came with the energy and the lyrics and the whole concept perfectly, bro. So definitely an
facts.
essential Southside rapper, bro.
Yeah. And if, man, like, people don't know, man, me and GP go way, way back to when this nigga first started rapping. If they knew the work ethic that GP put in to become the artist that he is today versus what he sounded like when he first started rapping, bro, like, it's two different artists. It's like this nigga done changed, like grew into 15 different artists to become the artist that he is right now.
Yeah,
you
see,
know?
that's some shit I didn't know. I know him as
Yeah.
GP and Mahiko, like how he killing it now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
nah,
and his hook game is fucking ridiculous.
his hook game has always been ridiculous.
That shit's
bro.
crazy.
Like that's one thing I can say about him. He's always had fire hooks, ad libs. This nigga's always understood the assignment when it comes to ad libs.
That's crazy,
Like,
right?
Yeah,
He is like the perfect
Like,
skirt. He
yeah,
doing that
dude,
shit. At
I used to
perfect
have
times
him
and
do
shit.
my ad libs. You know, like
jump on my
because,
shit,
like,
do the ad libs.
Yeah, facts in the studio. I'm like, damn, dog, I can't. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, GP, you got perfect ad libs, nigga. Go back there, just like vibe to my shit. But he's always, you know, he's always had that vibe about him. You know, he a party animal, you know, and that's what he's always brought to records.
Yeah. Shout out to GP and Mahiko, fam. That's two.
That's my brother right there.
All right, this is gonna be the second one for Louis Z. We still gonna we got to do a whole segment on fam because, you know, just to honor the ones who've passed type shit.
Yeah.
But this is my favorite.
We
one,
gonna have
bro.
to do a whole show. The ones who've passed.
Type shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We gonna have to highlight them. This is definitely my favorite shit, bro. Like every time I think about Louis Z, I think back at this record. And I remember watching and hearing this, and I was like, "Fuck SG and Curse and Louis Z and all them niggas making this cold ass shit, bro."
Yeah,
them niggas went and did that shit so cold, bro. I love this song, bro. This is Louis Z Jackpot, bro. This is my favorite.
I feel like that too, cause like there's like,
It's like,
dog,
fuck these niggas.
y'all don't know
bro.
what y'all just did to me mentally. Now I have to level up to a whole nother level.
That's dog. That's the shit. I'm telling you, bro. When I seen it, I was like, bro, what the fuck? What am I doing, fam?
Yeah.
Why am I even making music at this point, fam? Like,
Oh, this is the one y'all did in Vegas, right?
yeah, nigga, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the Fear and Loathing theme type
Yeah.
shit. All right, so SG cold, bro. You cold, bro. It's cool, bro.
Yes,
you don't
sir.
got to fish compliments, bro. Not talking shit. All right, yeah. This is Louis Z Jackpot, and the beat. Come on, bro.
Look, don't worry about what I keep in my cup. Soon as I walk in this bitch, boy, I'm stinking shit up. Yeah, I heard that's your boo, but why she leaving with us? Ain't that your man? She like, you the one, keep bringing them up. I'm like,
Hey.
Miss Burley. No, they heard me, cause we them niggas, ho. Dick the hoe and leave you pissed to know that's her decision, though. Trust me, bro, it isn't me. Know you probably sick of me. I should say your names, but nigga, that's just free publicity. Back on my grind, my Grizzy, mixed Red Bull with blunts and Henny. Shit got me kinda dizzy, I'm feeling like Pac or Biggie. Want me to cock a semi, y'all ain't got no semis to cop. Fuck the ops, don't even know how many I got. Which motherfucker tryna take my spot? Not a witness, barely fitness, all that weight to watch. Whoa, damn Curse, now you done started some shit. We just leaning like promethazine, I'm all in the mix. Don't get too deep in this game, you get lost in this shit. Niggas be scared of them problems, but keep causing this shit. I just burned it in hell, and she just coughing and spit. They tell me burn in hell, and I just hope my coffin is lit. Bossing this shit, blowing up like Boston and shit. I'm awesome and shit, about business like an office, you bitch. You with them thick, firm tits, model coat, bottle hips. Got a nice round ass, I just tell her where to sit. And she bumping nails, she ready know who the shit. Look, we don't open doors unless we know who it is. It's something you gotta pay to see. This gangsta shit just ain't for free. Let's see valid, I'm talking Khaled, moving the major keys. One with it, this'll make your facelift. Same hood, see the same faces. Remember being broken, mama basement. Now I'm closer than ever, I could taste it. Let me introduce myself, the one that you ain't fucking with. I could drop some shit from last year, you still ain't fucking with. I love this shit, right, but still ain't publish it. She say, Lou, I want the D. I told her that's my brother, bitch. I ain't finna fake for these Peckerwoods. Mama, your face is right, let me check if the neck is good. Grew in a reckless hood. Nigga, check if he good, the devil's a bitch. Still got lips like she making good. Tell that bitch ain't was good. All summer 16, fuck do you mean? Got it tucked in my jeans. Swear to God, I'ma ride for the team. All them sweet 16s you spit, you need to throw that crap out. I roll the dice and gamble with my life, so never crap out. Since the sandbox, I had this shit on padlock. Look at what the cash got, hope they don't find a stash spot. Real niggas know I never needed no mascot.
Just believe in me, then you end up hitting the jackpot.
Lou.
I love that shit, bro. That shit'll never get old. That shit'll never get old. And I can't wait till we do the motherfucking feature on Dog, because he got so many records, bro.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, huh? 8. Yeah, he said all summer 16. Man, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, no, yes, that's what I'm saying. And he got, bro, he got some shit. I'm telling you, bro. This is so when it come to like the local niggas, I can't believe I fucking said it.
When it comes to Milwaukee niggas, but yeah.
I can't believe this shit, nigga. When it come to the hometown niggas, bro, I put one thing on like mentally, I put one thing on them, bro. Do they make me want to fucking compete? Do you make me feel like, oh shit, like I'm not doing enough, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like if you make me feel like I'm not doing enough, you on point, fam, because you're like, oh shit, this is some shit that, you know, it's not a fear. It's a, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. It's just like, you make me like, when I seen this video, I fucking remember the first time I seen that shit, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah. How the fuck am I going to do something this year that's going to make me, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do that's gonna put me in the ranking with this shit right here? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And bro, you had a verse with the goat is Goat Smoke. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Goat Smoke.
Dog, your verse on there, bro. That's one of them verses for me.
With Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like your verse on there, bro. That's one of those verses where I'm like,
thank you.
What the fuck am I like? I clearly am not writing on a level high enough for me to fucking, you know, I can't place none of my shit right now. You know, obviously I probably could, but I'm just saying.
No, yeah, in your head,
it's the feeling when you hear it. You're like, bro, I'm never gonna play this for somebody and then play my shit after this. Like, why the fuck would I do that, nigga? This is a song. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's one of those like, holy shit, nigga. Like,
yeah.
And Stop Wasting My Time is one for me from GP. Where I'm like, damn, nigga, this shit's so catchy. He got cold ass bars in there and like, not that it was super lyrical, but it just made me feel like, damn, I don't know if I could make a record like this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And to me, when the hometown niggas do shit like that, that to me is one of the biggest standards to me. Like, oh shit. Like when we heard that Paper Stack shit just earlier, I was like, oh shit, like this is catchy, nigga. This is a bop.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing somebody else's record right after before I play my record.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta play some buffer music in this motherfucker, bro. Like, ain't no way, fam. You're not finna shine on me like that, fam. Yeah. Like, but yeah, R.I.P. to one of the greatest, fam. You know, dog. Thanks. There was a long time where I felt like nobody was working like we were. And Louis was doing his shit, and to me, it was like me and him. Nigga, like, what we about to do, bro? Like, you do something, I gotta go do some cool shit. You do something, and that's what. And I don't think he ever felt like that, bro. You know, I never had the chance to ask him, but I told him all the time, like, nigga, you my competition at this point, bro. Because every time niggas bring me up or something, they'll be like, oh, Louis Z.
He might have not said it, but like that's what motivates an artist to go as hard as they go. You know, because if you know that you're the best thing walking around, you're not gonna fucking like that's like you know, I know y'all don't really get down with the whole bodybuilding shit, but like if you're winning like consecutive Mr. Olympias back to back, bro, there comes a point when you stop like putting in the work ethic that somebody who's losing is putting in. You know what I'm saying? Because every time you lose, you're like, that just sets a different fire under you. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're like, dog, I thought I was going fucking as hard as I could go before, but now I just lost. So apparently that the work that I put in that time was not enough, and I have to step it up another level, you know? So even though he might have not have said it, he was putting out great music, which only says to me as an artist that he was inspired by other artists, so that would keep him leveling up. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah, I mean, bro.
And shout out to SG, because had it not been for SG, I would have never got the feature with K Dot, which is Louis' brother, and who is an equally talented artist, and I can imagine how fucking
K-Dub, right? K-Dub. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I make sure we're saying it right. This nigga say Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, you got a feature with Kendrick,
K-Dub, my bad. But yeah, who's an equally talented artist, and he got some shit with GP too. Yeah, and if I would have God forbid, not been able to do a track with him as well, I would have been like, what the fuck?
Nah, fuck that. See, and I don't even know. I feel like Dog might have went on to some gospel shit, bro. I don't know if he did or not, but fuck that, nigga. We need one more, bro, because the one I got with him is like some party shit, and I didn't get my shit off. Like, I like it. I'm not like a bum on there, but I want some shit where I want.
Y'all definitely got some shit, because I play that all the time at the shop, bro.
Record I got with him?
Yeah, on his last album, right?
See, we finna, man, bro, we about to push all these niggas off the list, bro. Nah, we finna do D though, and one of those, he got to be on the Essential, because. He be rapping his ass off too. No, Fan could rap his ass off. His album, to me, that last one he dropped, to me is probably one of the top 10 Milwaukee albums ever.
Yeah,
I listen to that whole album all the time at work, bro. Like, he got bangers on there.
Yeah.
But man, shout out to them ugly ass related ass niggas, man. All them niggas related to shit, bro. I'm like the outside fourth cousin and shit to these niggas, ugly ass niggas, man. I love them niggas though. But we gonna move on to Denku, bro. Tayamu Denku.
Chit.
Denku is polarizing, bro. Yeah, I got like 15%. All right, cool. We'll just wrap it up after this one, then fuck it. But Denku is polarizing, right? No, all right, yeah, I got you. But I got super love for this man's grind, bro. His ambition, and he is shamelessly a shameless ass fucking believer in himself, bro, in his music. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And he don't give a fuck what niggas think about that hip hop shit. He hip hop to the death. The only thing I don't want him to not that I don't want him to do, but the only thing that I'll be like, you going a little too far. He tries to apply all the hip hop standards to everything.
Yeah.
He'll be like, hey, well, you got to hip hop this. If it ain't like this, then it ain't hip hop type shit, right?
Right.
And he could potentially lay back on the my city don't fuck with me shit, because nobody give a fuck, and they don't give a fuck. We know the city don't give a fuck about us, so when you hometown, bro. Just represent the city, and one day they gonna love you or not, but you put your work in, because niggas like me and Illy, we know real lyricists, and we know you doing your shit, bro. So
yeah.
But shout out to Tayamu Denku, fan. This man got stupid fucking work, bro. We could do 3 episodes on videos and records he dropped. Like, he got albums and albums and albums.
God, this
nigga got
dog
work.
got so much fucking
Dog
work.
got like 300 release records, bro. Like, no bullshit, bro. Like, he got albums on top of albums. He got hella features.
Fucking Eminem of Milwaukee.
No bullshit.
Like,
he got hella features. He got hella just plenty fucking shit, bro. And I'm gonna do the song that I like the most from him. From like everything I've heard from him so far, this is the one I like the most, fam. And he be doing numbers too, bro. He be doing 10K, 7K, 8K. Like, his shit be up there, bro. But
and that's why I always say too, there's even though he doesn't make like current trendy sounding music, he knows his demographic and he sticks to that. And
Facts.
That's, a lot of artists don't know their demographic. They don't know their niche or what they should be doing, and that's where they trip themselves up at, and he does not have that problem, and he sticks to what he does best.
No, facts.
And like you say, he's a shameless
and he
believer
tours.
and promoter in what he does best.
And he tours crazy.
Yeah.
Like fucking crazy. Like,
right.
I don't think there's been many years since I've known or heard of him, which has been the last 10, 12 years, where he hasn't done a tour of some sort in that year. You know what I'm saying? So this one's called They Asked Me. This is actually a Snow Goons record. So what I'm guessing is they produced this. He can correct me if I'm wrong. You know, we always up for being, you know, everything being correct. So, but it says Snow Goons, They Asked Me featuring Tayam Mudenku, but he's the only one on this. So I'm guessing that's because they produced it. Probably, and then he, you know, but it's his record, you know, if you ask me, because you the only one that rap on this. So, but yeah, it's called They Asked Me, Tayam Mudenku. Let's go.
Goon shit. They ask me. Denku shit. They ask me. 100 mad shit.
This beat crazy.
Cypher them, motherfucker. Yeah. They ask me who's the best. So I deliver a verse. Hope you spill your Campbell's chunky on the collar of your shirt. Bury your dollars in the mud. That's dirty money. You've been early ugly since ejection from the womb, buddy. Not hubby material. I eat fruity pebble cereal. I'm a bit shabby imperial. You pussies are bacterial. In stereo. Live with the goon music. Spoon feed mucus to your untuned students. I'm a movement by myself. My bars only carry top shelf. Conscious as little Nicky Devil and a Will Ferrell elf. I don't listen. Most my decisions need revision. Kinda like not guilty called guilty behind walls of prison. I'm a killer envisioned in a non-deadly deception. So when you find the bodies, there's always more questions. My life lessons are throat slits, speech impediments that might dilate your peoples and leave without evidence. They ask me, who's the best in this rap shit? When I don't say the name, they throw a damn fit. I might bury your top 5 with ease, so you swap out that top 5 with better MCs. They ask me, who's the best in this rap shit? When I don't say the name, they throw a damn fit. I might bury your top 5 with ease, so you swap out that top 5 with better MCs. I'm a strange individual, Dr. Zombie with cranberry DNA. Milwaukee Fonzie, I want my girl wearing edible panties in a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit. Headed to a Timberland outlet store for my fall fit. I'm the culprit of every trash rapper eliminated. In a silk shocker category that rhythm hated. Every verse obliterated, put fire on water. You drink me as wine after every Our Father. God tears, Zeus be like, why bother? I've been in Hercules attire since a young toddler. I don't care if you praise me or every record exec chased me. Clown you bozo pastries like John Wayne Gacy. That's a killer bar. Cancel me soon. The elephant in the room in an alien sand dune. I move mountains the way gravity shifts moons. Don't move. I've been destroying rhymes so long there's nothing else to prove. They ask me, who's the best in this rap shit? When I don't say their name, they throw a damn fit. I might bury your top 5 with ease, so you swap out that top 5 with better MCs.
This is one of my favorite Denku records, bro.
Yeah,
that nigga said, hold on, I gotta, real quick.
Every record exec chased me, clown you bozo pastries like why bother? I've been in Hercules attire since a young toddler.
Damn, I can.
Put fire on water. You drink me as wine after.
Damn.
Now, my favorite bar that he just spit in there was
right here.
I'm the culprit of every trash rapper eliminated in a silk shocker category.
Where he was
he
like,
said, I'm the culprit of every trash rapper eliminated in the silk the shocker category that rhythm hated. Nigga, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Dog has said, my rhymes need revision, like, not guilty, proclaimed guilty behind bars in prison.
Oh my God.
Like, that's a bar, bro.
So basically, what I love about this song is that he just rapping, so it sounds like just like he like trying like just killing shit.
Right.
But he really low key is taking shots at all these niggas.
Right.
So.
All right, so that concludes our top 4 SouthSide Essential rappers and our episode. So
shout out to Tayam Mudenku, GP El Mágico, Louis Z, rest in peace, and Corey Piper. That was the first 4 we did. And we got to do Loud Gang next week, bro. Shout out to Random though, bro. We gonna get to you.
For sure. So that concludes this episode of the All 414 All podcast, brought to you by Illy, Street Team Hectic, Lethal of Third Ward Studios, and SG Films. If you haven't already, we encourage you to take a moment to like this video. Second, leave a comment about the topic that interests you the most. And third, share this episode with a friend. Thank you for watching, and come back for the next episode of All 414 All podcast. Cheers.